Hey, tonight show of Grandma Vic and David how to put rings on pistons and orientate the connecting rods and stuff. So stick around and pay attention. All right, later.
Hello, everyone.
This is Grandma Yvette. Everybody knows David Duh.
David Duh.
David Duh. Of course, me.
Grandpa Duh.
Grandpito. All right. All right. You'll see in a minute the reason why I marked the bottom of the block. That way it's better for more visual. But again, just real quick, everybody keeps posting 1843652. That's for a small block Chevrolet. This is an LS. It's 1872654 And then the Fords are 1372654 This is an LS. This is not a Ford. It's not a small block Chevy. Everybody, probably about 300 people has put a small block Chevrolet firing order on here. And if you actually watch a video and listen, turn the volume up so you can hear. I said there is a firing order. I didn't say this is the firing order. So anyways, go back and watch it and actually turn the volume up so you can hear it. There. Plus, I do have a metal bench coming. I got to clean this out. I actually have a 6-foot metal bench coming. So we actually have somewhere to work when we clean all this crap out of here. We'll actually have somewhere to work. All right. Anyways, you remember I turned this upside down and I marked the cylinders. That way you can actually just flip it upside down. You can just see it. All right. Now, if you actually look here,
David.
There's actually not much of a fillet. This is this. Stock cranks really don't have it. But if you actually look close, see that little teeny bevel right there? If you flip it over, see how the bevel's almost not there? It's really, really small. The bigger one literally goes to this side. Because when you actually grab them, they will actually, your connecting rods go like this. So you have the one with the little bit bigger bevel goes towards this side. That's why it's like that. You actually look at them. You have one that's very, very small. You have one that's very, very small. Then you have one that's a little bit bigger. The bigger side goes to here, right here. Now, see, stock cranks don't have it. Aftermarket cranks have a big lip. So you have to face it that direction. But the reason why I marked this, remember I did we followed the rings for that cylinder. Here's number one. We got the rings and stuff for it. Then we have the connecting rod. Now, being this is number one on this side, we need the chamfer to be on this side. So when it actually connects, see the little arrow? That little arrow needs to face forward. Always. There'll either be a dot or an arrow. Well, this one actually has an arrow, so it needs to face forward. So we know it's going to be like this in the cylinder because the block's upside down.
Oh, so the arrow does make a difference?
The arrow is facing towards the front. This is the front of the engine.
Okay.
So, you know, the larger bevel.
Mm-hmm.
See how it's really, really, really small?
Yeah.
And it's a little bit bigger. The little bit bigger one touches this side.
Okay.
It actually goes up like this. So, being that you know the arrow goes forward, that one goes that way, it's going to go together like this. This is which way it's going to go together. That's why I orientated this so it would make it a little bit easier when you grab the piston to see it. But what we're going to do, we're going to grab the marker and know this goes this way. So when you assemble it, you know it goes that direction. All right? So as long as the arrows match, you can just throw it together real fast without even looking or even thinking about it. Some people don't do this. I don't care how they do it. I'm doing it my way. See how the arrow's forward? Now you just mark that forward, so you know when you put it together, it goes together like this. Same deal. Now this will be number 1. We're going to mark it number 1. All right, that's the first crank. Now this is the number 2 crank. Same deal. Let's get rid of number 1 piston. Number 2 piston. This is number 2. Same deal. Now you're on this side. See how the arrow goes forward? That's literally going to go upside down in the block. The numbers are actually going to be upside down. See how it reads upside down? Because it goes like this. The arrow has to go forward this way. It literally faces that direction. All right? So it faces that direction. Connecting rod. You got the small chamfer. You got the large chamfer. The large chamfer touches here, right? Like I explained it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know it's going to fit against the crank. So now you know this faces forward. You understand what I'm doing? This all the arrows face forward no matter what. So now you know when you grab this crank, it faces forward, you assemble it like this. So you can just literally sit down on the bench and go through each one, go click, 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 and you're done. All right, so that's number 2. I'm gonna write number 2 on here. I'm doing it like this purposely because you've never seen an engine. Once you've done an engine or 2, you don't need to do this. I'm only doing it because this is brand new to you. Once you've done this a little bit, you can just sit down and go. But this is so you can sit down on a bench and assemble this with no problem. That's the reason why I'm doing this. This is a little bit overboard, but since you've never seen an engine, much less worked on one, that's why I'm doing that.
We should have the bench, I think, Saturday, is it? Or tomorrow?
I think it's going to be a week.
Oh.
1, 2. All right. Well, there's 2 of them. Now, the next thing we're going to do, grab number 1.
They both tired. They just finished eating not too long ago.
Yeah, we mad overeat. We mad overeat. All right. Grab number 2 piston. I'm going to show you something. Actually, look at the piston. See how that edge is really shiny? See how one's really shiny and one's not? The really shiny one right here, this is your upper ring. This goes on the very top.
You grabbed that one, he's that one, right?
Now you know this was number 2. We ground this for number 2 cylinder. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick. A lot of people use a tool for this, and you don't need to. This is the top ring. Oops, wait a minute. Yep. All right, you see that little hook right there? See how it's got like that little spot? It's actually what they call a Napier ring. It's actually a hook. That way it actually scrapes the oil down. Now this is the top ring. It literally has no marks to tell you which way it goes because it doesn't matter. Now when you go to put the ring on, you literally just put it in the top groove. See it? And all you got to do is spin it. See it? See how I just spun it? And you just open it up just enough to pop in there. See how it's in there?
Oh, that's cool.
That's how easy that is. It pops right in.
Without a tool.
Now, a lot of people, they would literally get a piston tool. I can remember what I did with it. You got to be careful because this is actually spring metal. See how it springs? When you close it, see how it springs back? Now, if you spread it out too much, trying to get it on there, you destroy it. It won't work. This literally presses against the cylinder here. It presses against it, and that's what keeps your compression in there. Some people actually use a piston tool, which I have no idea what I do with mine because I don't use it.
But doesn't it have to be tighter than that?
No.
Oh.
It compresses when it goes into the cylinder. It presses out. That's what holds it together.
Oh, okay.
Now this one, if you actually look at it, see how it's got a little dot on the top?
There we go.
See how it's got a little dot on the top? That goes up. If you actually flip it over and look real close, it's actually got like a little lip in it. It looks like a little lip. What it is, it's a hook. That way it actually scrapes down the cylinder wall. Just scrapes the oil into the bottom. That little dot right there always faces up. So it's same deal. All you do You set it in here like this. See how you're grabbing the little second groove? Same deal. All you're doing is spinning it. All you're doing is spinning it and pressing it in. No big deal. You're not fighting with it. You're not using a tool. All you're doing is putting it in there. Take your time and work it in there. If you use a tool and spread it open, you spread it open too far, you will break it. Or you will stretch it beyond where you can actually use it. See? No tool required. See?
Oh.
It still spins nice and smooth. See? Now there's still oil rings that go on the bottom, but I'm not going to show you that right now. Now you do this one. Remember the shiny one? The shiny one's the top one. I'm going to let you do number one. Go ahead and put number one.
Give me this and I'll put it over here.
Actually, the very top. Set. All you do is just set it in there square like that, and you just take your finger and push it around. See? Push, and just take it and pull it out and slightly pull it down. Just work it down. There you go. Just push it down. You get in that top ring. Work your way around.
There you go. Yay!
Make sure it's in there all the way. See? And it just flops around like an old lady.
You got it. Hey.
What? Sorry. Now the second one's a little different. Hold on.
No, you gotta hold on to it. You gotta do the second one.
You still got the second one. Now this one's a little bit harder because you gotta push it down like this.
To the second groove.
Then you gotta kind of work it in as you go around. You just pull it open just a little bit as you push down. And you can get it in there. Alright? Don't just pry it open, just slowly, just enough to work it down.
No, remember, put it on top. Yeah.
Get this on top. Pull this down. There you go. Get it square so it'll hold. And as you pull it over, see? Then you start working it around the edge and come down. Just work it over the top of this ring. Push this ring in. Hold on. Look. Get it in there like this. All you do is push it in. Make sure this ring's pushed in. And all you do is just kind of pull it and work it. See it? You just work underneath that ring. See? Now it's in there. You didn't overstretch it. You didn't break it. Because the tool literally just spreads it open like this and you can push it down on there. Now, if you pull that tool too hard, you can overstretch the ring and now it's no good. But now you got the rings in there. They spin. They're good. They're still nice and springy. See? You still squeeze them. They're still good. See?
My turn.
You want to do one?
Yeah.
All right. All right, this is number two.
Hold it through here. Don't cover the camera.
I'm not doing the lower rings yet. I'm just doing the top rings to show you. The bottom rings are the same way.
Okay.
Come on. No, it's fine. It's so precision. You gotta get in there just perfect for it to slide in. All right, there's number one. I'll let you do number three.
Okay.
Keep an eye on that because I don't have it locked in. It can fall out. All right. Now which ring's the top one? The shiny one.
Why you ask me and then you tell me?
Well, we got 45 minutes. No, that one is. See how it's shiny?
Oh, okay.
That's the top one.
Okay. It doesn't matter which side.
It doesn't matter. That one has no marking, so it don't matter. It's a molly ring.
Okay. This one we
You
go
want
right
the top
here.
ring? There you go. Just flip it in. Work it in. There you go. It's already in.
Hey.
Now make sure it flops around and spins. There you go. Now that one does. Look for the dot. The dot. Now that goes up.
Okay.
Same deal. Put it in. There you go.
That's the one.
Put it in.
There we go. Around.
Slowly work it. Don't pull it out a little bit. There you go. Pull it out a little bit and get in that section. If you have to, push the other ring in. There you go. See? It spins around real nice. It still flops around.
Yep. And
Flops
then
around like an old lady. You just go woo woo woo.
Why does it have to be an old lady?
What? Does old ladies flop?
Here.
Sorry. Sorry.
Give me the phone.
Sorry. Old ladies don't. You know, hang around their belly, sit in their lap,
Okay.
walk around. All right. That's the reason why I put this here so you can see which way to orientate the crane or the connecting rods. All right. That's the reason why I did that. So see, I'm not going to do all of them because that's going to get boring. So that's why I only showed a couple. Because people on there are going to get bored with it. I mean, after you do 1, 2, 3, 4, they're going to be staring at the ceiling and wonder if they can hang themselves because they're bored. Now,
See, while they straighten that out, this is what we got to get fixed. See? Straighten out so when our bench comes in, all this will be nice and neat.
it's all kind of thrown together to build this engine really quick.
This is just a shed.
Yeah.
It's not, nothing big, no garage, nothing fancy. But we get our things done here.
Yep. If you want it, you'll do it.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I put engines in the dirt. We actually took a engine stand and welded pneumatic tires on it so we could push it across the dirt and over the leaves and pine needles and everything. We put engines in with that. If you want to do it, you're going to do it.
That's it.
When you really want it, you're going to do it. I'm still working on getting shelves and everything in here. All right. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to throw the cam in.
The what? The cams?
Yeah. Not cams, cam.
Watch that wheel.
All right. On the next video, we're going to throw the cam in. I'll show him how to install the cam. We put it in there and the lifters and stuff. So we'll go from there because this one's already getting a little bit long. So, but anyways, if you guys want to follow along, subscribe and click and all that good stuff. They do. All right. Have a
Click
good one.
on like. Click on that button.
Yep. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
This could have happened.
What?